One man using his woodworking skills to honor the victims of this terrible shooting.
This is a guy who's done this before and never thought he'd have to do it again.
It's just so hard to be back here again. I mean,
every step.
It's in my heart to do this.
A tragic reminder.
This is second time.
For Greg Zanis, he walks among shadows of days past, first laying crosses for the victims of Columbine. This time, every cross over his shoulder, a symbol of more lives lost.
We all, as a nation, are suffering here. This is a war zone, what happened over there. Not just the 12, the wounded.
Each cross handcrafted by Greg in honor of the victims inside this Aurora theater. Each cross representing a face to be honored, to be remembered.
I want to let them know that Greg Zanis cares.
748 people killed in the city of Chicago so far this year. It is another thing to see that number in white wooden crosses like these that you see behind me in this pickup truck. This is where the carpenter works here in Aurora, and he's made about 200, more than 200 of them so far. He just hopes that this starts a conversation. Greg Zanis has made this his mission, building and transporting crosses for victims of tragedies like the Orlando nightclub shooting over the summer. His current project to make a cross for every homicide victim this year in Chicago. He's getting some help this time around. Someone has donated the lumber to build the more than 700 crosses, enough, he says, to build a small house. Zanis started building the crosses 2 decades ago when his own family experienced a horrific crime. He found his father-in-law murdered in an Aurora home and has been making the crosses ever since. He says the wooden structures help the families of the victims.
It's just one man going out of his way to show that kind of love. And I know how important that is, because then people feel that they're remembered. I'm just hoping the world will look at this, you know, and somebody will come up and try to do something to help. I really don't feel that I've grasped the importance of what I'm doing yet. It's just, here it is, and you remember, I'm a carpenter by trade. Why shouldn't I be doing something more magnificent than building houses and restaurants here? You know, that's all temporal. They're all going to be gone. But the chance of saving a gangbanger's brother and him going to heaven, that's forever, Daphne. You know, so, you know, I feel that God's ordained this and that he's going to make sure it gets done. Are you going to carry a cross?
Yes.
Ha hecho un gran trabajo con estas cruces.
And he did a great job with these crosses.
Tantas horas que tú trabajaste.
So many hours that you worked.
Muchas familias están agradecidos por el trabajo que tú has hecho.
Many families are so grateful for the job that you have done.
Pero yo sé, yo conozco el corazón que tú tienes.
But I know the heart that you have.
Que no es de ti.
That it's not of you.
Es de Dios.
It's all about God.
Y quieres levantar el amor de Dios.
And you want to lift up the love of Christ.
Y tú quieres que las familias sean tocadas por estas cruces que tú hiciste
and
para estas vidas.
You want the families to be touched through the crosses that you've built.
Y te damos gracias a ti, Greg.
And we thank you, Greg.
Por tu trabajo fuerte que tú has dado a este evento.
For your hard work that you've done in this ministry.
Hay un Dios allá arriba.
There is a God up there.
Que está muy feliz contigo.
And he's very proud of you.
Y lo que Dios puso en tu corazón 20 años atrás.
And what God put in your heart 20 years ago.
Mira lo que tantas vidas que Dios te está usando a ti para bendecir.
Look at how many lives God is using you to bless.
Gracias.
Thank you.
This is my baby. This is sad that I have to see my son like this. My son, something senseless. My baby was on his way to school. Thank you. Over here. That's my son and that's her son.
Yeah. Thank you. Did you know each other?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, in the same neighborhood.
Did they die close to
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Actually, because you didn't have to, but you did.
I read about what you did. It's beautiful what you did.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
But I plan to go get a truckload of lumber tomorrow.
Okay. Keep doing it.
Can you hear? There's a new song breaking out from the children of freedom.